Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new programming challenge, a new Let's Code. So today we are doing a calculator type thing, but not a conventional calculator, something a little bit more useful in your everyday life. So I will read the challenge right now. Hello coders, an important part of programming is being able to apply your programs. So for your challenge today is to create a calculator application that has use in your life. It might be an interest calculator, or it might be something that you can use in the classroom. For example, if you were in a physics class, you might want to make an F equals M times A calculator. So yeah, what we are going to be doing is a break time calculator, which sounds really easy, and it kind of is. So, sorry, but that's how it is. So I already made a program outline, which it will ask the user the current time, ask the user the length of the break they get, and calculate when break time is over. Which is fairly simple, but we actually need to calculate three things. So calculate calculate what to do when the following happens. Sorry, I didn't have this written down. So if it lands on an hour, like 5 o'clock or whatever, so we need to make sure that it will actually say 5 o'clock and not like 5:60 or 4:60, like that. If it lands under the hour, or if it lands over the hour. So that's everything. We are finally ready to go, and whoopsies. So we're going to start with the main method, and we're instantly going to get rid of the main method because I don't like working with static. So there we go. So what are we going to need variable-wise or object-wise? To start with, we're going to need a scanner because we're going to be getting information from the user. We're going to need a string for the current time, and then we're going to need a couple integers. We're going to need break length. We're also going to need the current hour and the current minute, which we're going to take away from the current time that we get as a string. Because the way we're doing it with the string, we're not going to be like, what's the current hour? What's the current minute? It's going to be more like you type it like that, right? So the conventional typing of the time, and then we're going to take it from that. So we're going to start out with a syso. What is the current time? And we're actually not going to start with that. We're going to set up our scanner to be a new scanner so that it is not null. System.in. There we go. Now we can do current time is equal to scanner dot next. Just next. So now we have the actual time, and we can print it out if we need to or not. So we're first going to take the hour from this. So the hour is equal to integer dot parseInt. So it's kind of interesting what this is. The integer dot parseInt is basically you feed it a string, which is actually a number, and it'll make it into an integer. So we're going to do that with the current time, but we only want the first part of it. So we're going to do cur time dot substring, and we are going to do this, and basically you can choose the index for the start of the substring and the index for the end of it. So for the start, it's pretty easy, just 0, because we're going from the 0 to the colon. So to do that, to get to the colons index, we're going to go current time dot index of, and then we're going to find the colon, and then we're going to syso the hour, just to make sure that we are actually doing it properly. So current time, say 5:45, it will print out 5. Awesome. So now if we copy the same thing and print it down here, but for minute, and instead of going from 0, we go the index of the colon, and then I think we have to go -1, and then cur time dot length to the end of it, and then put out the minute. It's current time 5:45. Oh, it should be +1. My bad. So now we have 45. Now we have the current time split up into an hour and minute variables, which will be a lot nicer to work with whenever we actually do the calculations for the break. So now we have the first part done, where we ask these of the current time. Now we have to get the length of the break. So syso, we're going to do that. How long is your break? And then scanner, no, break length is equal to scanner.nextInt, which is really easy. So now we have all the variables that we need, and now we just need to calculate the numbers. So we are going to make some room and actually put it into a separate method, so it's a little separated and easier to work with. I touched my mic, sorry about that. So we are gonna make a new method here and go public, and it's gonna be a void. Yeah, we don't need to return anything, and we're gonna call it calculate break, and we're gonna need int hour and int minute. We're good. Now we are going to calculate break with hour and minute, and there we go. So now we are instantly going to do int new hour and new minute. For these are going to be what is going to be put out after it calculates what the new hour and new minute are going to be for after using the hour and minute. So let's actually get some room here so I can work closer to the middle. We're going to start with like a pseudo if statement, I think. Basically, if the minute plus break length is over 60, then new hour +1 and new minute plus break length -60 is equal to the minutes over the hour. That should work. Okay, so if minute plus break length is greater than 60, so not equal to, but just greater than, and then else if minute plus break length is equal to 60, then do the following, and then finally else if minute plus break length is less than 60. So now we have all three possibilities: if it lands on the hour, if it is equal to the hour, and if it's less than the hour. What to do with this information should be fairly obvious, and I'm actually going to change this up so it's a little better for me to read. And now we are going to do new, oh, what did I do? There we go. New minute is equal to, and we're going to do minute plus break length -60. right? So that's going to be the amount of minutes over the hour that we have. And then new hour is equal to hour plus 1, because it went over the hour. So, yes. Now we are going to syso our out statement. Wow. How do you type? Your break is over at, and then plus new hour, plus the colon, plus new, plus new minute. So that should work out. Now, if we put it over, the current time we'll say is 5:50. My break length is 15 minutes. We should get 6:05, I think. 6:05. That's the problem. Okay. Right. We need another if statement. So if new minute is under 10, then we need to insert a 0 before that. So, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. So if new minute is less than 10, so 930, else, so it's over 10, do this. So because the new minute here should be over 10, that'll be that, and otherwise we do plus 0, then plus the new minute. So if we do 5:50 with a 15-minute break, 6:05 is the time our break is over at. So that's very nice. We have the overtime properly done, and then this one's really easy. We just do new hour is equal to hour plus 1, and then syso your break is done, or is over at plus new hour plus, and then we just have to do colon 00. So that's a very easy one that we should have done. Current time, we'll say 5:45, and break is over at 15, so it is 6 o'clock. Very nice. So now if it's less than, this one is also super easy. We do new minute is equal to minute plus break len, and then syso your break is over at, and then we do plus hour plus colon plus new minute. And I don't think you're going to have less than a 10-minute break. I don't really see a point in... You know what, I'll do it just for safety's sake, unless you get like a 5-minute break or something. So if new minute is less than 10, else do following. So this would be the over 10 here, because you don't add the 0, and here it's going to be 0 because it's less than 10. So now it should be perfectly good. So let's check them all out. So 5:45 plus 15, that'd be 6 o'clock. So the on the punch works, and then say 5:50 plus a 15-minute break would be 6:05. That works perfectly well. And then say 6:10, and we get a 20-minute break. Why not? 6:30. So that worked out well. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, this one was a little bit tougher. Not that tough, but we did figure it all out and break it into another method, and basically just did all we did the other time, where we asked for the user's name and all that, but we did some calculation with the stuff that the user gave us, which this would be kind of interesting if you had like an app on your phone and it would know like your break time already because it has it on file, and you just click like, okay, punch, and then it'll like, it would put up something on your phone or something. Like, you could flesh stuff like this out really easily, which is nice, and it's practical, so that's always good. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you. If you liked it, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. If there's anything I could do better, leave it in the comment. I would love to hear it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.